Hey everyone, welcome back to Warhammer 40k Space Marine. We're going to get rid of that mouse cursor. I think that's going to be a recurring theme for this Let's Play. How you guys all doing? It's Friday for me. It's actually a little bit warm in my room, which is interesting because it's February and it's actually pretty cold outside right now. But hey, I have it pretty good. And that's the weird thing about life. I think sometimes we become so ingrained about our current situation that sometimes we don't think about how our situation could be different. Right trigger charge up. I think they want us to take it off the turret the whole time, which I guess it makes sense. I don't know why I never tried that to begin with. Like, a Space Marine definitely has the strength to do it. Like, in terms of like how strong Space Marines are in like today's society, I don't have. That's actually something interesting. I don't actually have a point of reference. I don't think. Like, I know they're strong, but I just don't know how strong they are. I know plasma cutters are strong. I guess it's not strong enough to stop them in his tracks, though. What? Why did we discard it? Oh, it's because right bumpers prevented it. I think this is on its last legs. But it's interesting, this is kind of freeform right now. I don't think there's a lot of coherent thought into my commentary at this moment. Oh, there you go. We stopped it. Oh, boy. Oh boy. One thing I was gonna say, I like the aspect or the aesthetics of Warhammer 4K. I think they do a really good job of making everything look distinct. So again, for example, the Space Marines look like Space Knights. Like, you look how perfect their armor and stuff is.
Manufactorum still holds.
Oh yes.
Imperial Guard units made it here after all.
They cannot hold for long. We must hurry.
And hurry we shall. They have this very, you know, streamlined, polished aesthetic to them. Like, yes, they do get into the thick of things, but like, look how good that armor looks. Like, it's like Royal Guard almost. Royal Guard armor almost. Sorry, by
What's that servo skull doing?
Trying to deliver a message. Must be damaged. The seal of the Inquisition.
Oh, I can talk about the Inquisition.
What is the Inquisition doing here?
We're about to find out.
This is Inquisitor Drogan. I need urgent assistance at Manufactorum Ajakis. They're after the experimental device. The device is safe for the time being. I've drawn them off, but now I'm trapped. If I die, you must keep the device out of enemy hands, or he'll be unstoppable. I needed more time. Was nearly ready.
Well, that's not ominous.
An experimental weapon.
We need to find the Inquisitor before the orcs do. Keep
Yes,
moving.
you do.
Remain alert.
Whereas the orcs aesthetic is they look like scavengers. Like, they basically take the equipment from other races and just like cobble it all together. And the Imperial Guard's aesthetic is that, well, they're like modern soldiers in a futuristic world, in a sense. But they're all very distinct. Like, you get what they are like, in a very simple glance. And like the Inquisition as well.
By joining corpse removal crews at your designated evacuation center.
Oh boy. They have a very distinct look and feel to them too. And the Inquisition in this universe is, well, think like the Spanish Inquisition, and you're actually pretty close to the mark. And the Inquisition, like Space Marines and Guardsmen, can actually be quite varied.
Captain, look! The orcs must be operating that crane.
They will not stop until they break through that gate.
We must disable that crane.
Keep at it, boy! Move it!
I think I greatly overestimated the effects of the grenade. Oh, we lost our Fury. That's too bad. The Inquisition is... To summarize the entire body of the Inquisition as just like one thing, I think would be a bit of a disservice to them. Because I've read some books in Warhammer 40k that involve the Inquisition itself, and it's actually quite varied. Like, there's several different branches of the Inquisition, and they all have their varied roles. Like, so for example, and I don't remember the names of them because the names are A, hard to pronounce, and B, quite unique. But there might be one branch that deals on with like eternal strife or like treachery that goes on within the Imperium. There's one branch that, like, say, goes after the Xenos, so like alien races.
Message cache. Guardsman Alexander. Today was a good day. We were clearing a foundry of orcs. I heard a banging from inside the furnace. It's a good thing I didn't throw a grenade inside because it was full of civilians. Starving, scared, some of them space marine, but still alive. Cheered everyone up to see them. Gives us something worth fighting for, you know. Now we've just got to keep the orcs away from them.
That was nice. I'll get into that in a minute. And different branches of the Inquisition, like, so they do different things, and they have different agents working for them. So the Inquisition is... Let's use more grenades, thank you. The Inquisition, I think, is mostly human, though there's also... Oh. Thank you, give me that sweet HP. There's also Space Marines that work for the Inquisition as well, and I think the Space Marines that work for the Inquisition are called the Black Templar. I'm not quite sure. Inquisition knowledge is not my forte. I find them very interesting. I'd love to read more about them. I just simply haven't. But they're a very complex organization as well. Which I think I could just go on and keep saying, oh yeah, they're a complex organization. I can say that in several different ways, but I think you guys get the point. The log that we got before about the guardsmen being like, oh, it was a good day today. That's very unusual because for the most part, Warhammer 40k is very grim dark. Like, I don't think there's a lot of hope and optimism in this universe. Though I might be wrong, and I think it depends on like the author or like the current work that you're enjoying. Because even though this might be like a Warhammer 40k game,
Forward. Clear out the orcs.
some might play a different Warhammer 40k game, and like it might have a very distinct feeling to it. Oops. Alright, job done.
The orcs have managed to power that cannon.
Uh-oh.
A single shot will blast right through the gates.
We cannot allow that.
No, we cannot. And I think that's the whole point of everything I've been saying, is that the whole universe is rich and complex, so I think to really fully experience the universe, like, you should... I guess, like, the more you expose yourself to this universe, the more perspectives you can get from it. Which I don't think that's necessarily a mind-boggling revelation, really. It's like, well, it's like saying, again, to talk about Star Wars, the more you read of Star Wars or the more you watch, the more experiences you get, and sometimes those films will differ from experience to experience.
Number 2 control deck, do you read?
This is Captain Titus of the Ultramarines. Identify yourself.
This is Corporal Antioch, sir. That is, my lord.
I need access to the Manufactorum, Corporal.
There is a service lift in the hangar directly below where you drop the cargo, my lord.
Stand ready. We will be there shortly. Titus out.
Alright, reach the Titan Manufactorum. Is there more ammunition I can finagle? That'd be great. No, it doesn't look like it. That's fine.
A handful of guardsmen holding that huge gate. They cannot last long.
We did manage to bring the access bridge down. Frogging the orcs at their opposing numbers.
Oh, I'm using my rifle. Haha! Oh dear. But it's a powerful rifle indeed. What was that? I saw a big body run by. Thank you allies, for saving me. Well, I can't save myself. And I think we'll end the episode here, so thank you all for watching. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. So until then, bye.